YouTube, YouTube. How y'all doing? I know this is awful quick. I'm trying to. I see. I believe I gotta like hold this microphone like up to my mouth. We got some more coming really soon though, but um, we just gonna come right back with a video. Um, Maybe it won't be too long before y'all see it anyway. But let's let Vanessa speak to y'all anyway.
Hey, family. Tell you what's going on with me. Okay.
Well, now let me start. Okay, the way I want to break it down, I'll let her tell um what happened. But I just want to break it down so y'all understand why we are talking about this because okay, when you and this is gonna help somebody else in the long run, hopefully, if you pay attention. So when you leave from America and you move to another place, in our case, we moved to Ghana. And we're in like a Yarafa, a little bit down from Accra. It's like uh 35 minutes or some traffic. And yeah, it probably ain't that far if it weren't for traffic. So and when you hear and this is the reason we're doing is because it's very important for people to know like when you move here, learn and understand where you are, your surroundings, how quick can you get to something in case something go wrong. Um, so that's why we're gonna make this video. We wasn't gonna tell, um, but I feel like it might help somebody that's coming to make sure they make good decisions when you up in age like we are. We ain't young no more. We up there. We old folks now, so we gotta like you know be careful and make wise decisions on where you be, how far you is away from. Cause you listen, we in Ghana. You're not just calling 911 and somebody knocking on your door in 3 or 4 minutes. You can't get you can't get to nowhere in Ghana in a timely fashion. To be honest with you, because of the way the traffic is, and it's just always so much traffic. If you trying to like if you get sick in a Yafa and you trying to make it to the main like a main hospital in Accra, um, you probably gonna die. You ain't gonna make it. I'm just be honest with you. So ain't no sense in trying this. So we haven't took the time to learn about where all the like small hospitals would be around here. But that's something I would try to do soon because we had an episode and I'm gonna let Vanessa tell what happened. Not with me, but you know, well when it happened to her, it happened to me. So but we gotta learn like when you move somewhere, try to learn where in case something go wrong, you can get somewhere quick enough. Cause like I said, you need to know these things. It's very important. Very important.
Okay. First of all, I have high blood pressure. Okay. The other night I was sitting on the couch and I felt like something was sitting on my chest and I couldn't breathe. And it was so hard for me to catch my breath. I had enough breath in me at that moment to call on Derek. And then answered he answered me, but then he was waiting on my response. But I was just couldn't get my breath. So he came in and see what was going on with me, and he found out that I was dealing with something was happening to me. And so I just kept trying to get my breath. It got worse, I guess, because I panicked. And once I panicked, it was even harder for me to catch my breath. So he took me outside and we sit outside for a minute. He's trying to tell me to calm down, breathe, breathe. And I kept trying to calm down and breathe. But it was just still I couldn't get my breath. It's this pressure was on my chest, just sitting on it and I couldn't breathe. And it scared me so bad. And that's why it's so important is how we take life for granted. I mean, your breath can be taken from you at any given moment. And then when you can't breathe, that's the worst feeling in the world. And I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe at all. It's like, I mean, I could breathe, but not like I normally breathe. I could tell that something was wrong and something was going on with me. But he managed to calm me down, and I started trying to get my breath. But I wasn't all the way getting my breath, but I was getting better than what I was. I wasn't as bad as I was. And I was thinking too. We both were saying that we can't call 911. We don't know where to go if something happened. We just be like I said, out of luck. But I'm thankful to the Most High that He took care of us, and He allowed my husband to take care of me because we didn't know which way I was gonna go with it because my whole facial expression had changed. It was a different facial expression when he saw me, and he knew something was serious. And so I came back to my senses, but like I said, I still wasn't all the way 100%, but it was working on. I was getting better and better. And so now I try and take a bare aspirin every day to try to help me out. And that's what I've been doing for the last couple of days. But I'm like I said, I got to continue to do that because I don't want that to happen to me, or nor do I want it to happen to anybody else. That's why it's so important. You need to find out what's going on with you, like in your family. Because I know in my family, on my mom's side, we had a lot of all different type of issues. It's high blood pressure, heart disease, a lot of stuff. And so you got to keep yourself in check because that's a scary feeling. I'm telling you, when you cannot breathe, that is a very scary feeling. So I'm gonna let my husband tell you his reaction when he saw me in that state.
Okay, well, yeah. I'm not going. I can't. I always try to keep it real. Um, I know I'm supposed to be this hard guy, but at that particular time, it wasn't the time to try to be hard. It was the time I was scared to death, to be honest with you, because you know one thing I can say as a husband and a father, I have always been able to protect mine. You know, my kids. You can probably ask any of my kids if 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 they ever felt like they weren't protected by their father. Same thing with my wife. She should always feel protected by her husband. But when you dealing with when you I can't give you breath. Like, I can't protect you from that. Only thing I could do was just trust in the most high at the time and try to help the situation because we was both at a loss because she called my name, but then I answer her, and I'm like, why the girl didn't answer me? So I said again, I'm like, what, huh? She still didn't answer. And I'm like, so I jumped up and came in, and by that time she she was looking like, like she about to die or something, like couldn't breathe. Got something wrapped around her, like clutching this pillar real tight. And she couldn't tell me what she couldn't really say nothing. So I just went into one thing about me, um, I watch so much, I research so much stuff. I research everything. So I just kind of like, you know, took the pillow, put my hands on the chest and try to talk to her, try to calm her down, then try to get her some fresh air. It took a little while, and because I knew I didn't have the time to try to jump in the car and go the only place that we know is like in a major, like a or something. So, and plus it was like nighttime. We talking about what, about 9 or 9:30 here in Ghana. So traffic would be, it would probably be, ain't no way you can make it. Um, I just done the best thing that I could do at the time, and thank the Most High that it worked. She came back. It took a minute, um, but yeah, but we just gotta be more vigilant, more um, try to learn more. We've been over here just living life and having a good time, and trying to figure out how to work and all that kind of stuff. But I guess we got to figure out where these, because one thing don't it's now it's hospitals here. You it's liable to be a hospital around the corner on a dirt road. You just never know. I mean, you just have to. It's so many roads that's not like named or nothing like that. It's just roads. So somebody gonna tell you, well, past this junction, turn around and over there by you don't know. So hey, there's something I got to work at to try to find out. So in case something like this happen again, that well, I hope it don't happen again. And honestly, and but like I said, it made me really nervous. Um, but yeah, we just want to share it because when when you come here, understand where you live and what your surroundings is very important. What can you get to in a timely fashion if something go wrong with your spouse? Because the worst feeling in the world is to not be able to take care of your spouse when they in need and they looking at you for help. And man, you got to try to, hey, that's a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling. So we just want to like put that out there, share it. So, because we know a lot of people, plan on going places, and it ain't just Ghana. I mean, wherever you go, you want to know your surroundings. You want to learn how, if something go wrong, where can you get to fast enough um, to save somebody, or to help somebody from dying. Um, so yeah, it's very important that we take the time to learn this kind of stuff. So that's why we came out um, with the video. To put it out there so people can see and understand. Um, Cause yeah, it's different. I mean, it's different. So that's just what we got to go through. That's part of it. So hey, it is what it is. We just trying to make good decisions. But we got to do our part. You know, we got to learn where these hospitals is, how to get to them, what's the quickest routes we can get there, and stuff like that. If something go wrong, but you know how we is. We live in life. We don't never think nothing can go wrong. You don't never think it can go wrong until it do. And then it's almost too late. Like the other night, to me, it was almost too late because to me, from my experience and seeing and listening and knowing the stuff that I know, to me, she was having a mild heart attack to me. Um, that's the only thing I could see that could do what it done as fast as it done it. Man, this was quick. I mean, this happened really really fast, and it just shows you how quick you can go. Cause it even made me, dude. I'm thinking too. I'm like, nah. I'm thinking about, hey, I need to try to get in better shape. I need to do this. I need to do that. Cause hey, which that don't mean it's gonna save you, but you just feel better about yourself. You know, when you come into these type of situations, that if you in better shape, maybe you can breathe quicker or something like that. Because when you can't get your breath, man, hey, cause I'll be the first one to say, hey, I come up a little rough. I was a street dude, so I didn't. I used to talk all the time, like I ain't scared to die. I ain't worried about dying. Hey, I'm ready to die. If that's what it take, I die. And one night, the Most High tested that theory. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I was in the bed. You know how you been in the bed, you dreaming, and I like swallowed some spit and got choked, and I was on my back, and by the time I couldn't breathe. And nah, I'm gonna say this too. Vanessa wasn't really trying to help me like I was trying to help her. I'm gonna just be real now. She laid there for a minute like, hey, a brother choking. Like, I can't get this. But she didn't really get up. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now. That's for that's for a whole other day because she got a lot of insurance. I'm worth more dead than alive, but we ain't finna go there right now. So she didn't like jump up and help me. So I couldn't breathe for real, for real. I mean, I was like really, really gasping, trying to catch this breath. And then, hey, I quit playing, talking about I'm ready to die. Hey, I, I, I quit saying that because, boy, I was so glad to get that breath when I got it. I said, man, I better quit playing. I said, hey, I better quit playing. So that's how come I know and understand. Like when I saw her, I know the state she was in because it was, hey, I could already tell it was going bad fast and quick. So, But hey, she's still here. We still kicking it. So we just gonna try to make do better. I went and talked to some people at the pharmacy and done some research on my own. So we just gonna do a couple of things different right now because she got a couple of, like I said, she got high blood pressure, and then they got stuff to run in their family. So people's like take these bears once a day and stuff like that. And we just gonna try this and you know and trust. That's all we can do, and trust. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk y'all to death. We just wanted to get this out so y'all can see and hear and make good decisions on when you moving and when you going places to make sure that you close enough to things in case something go wrong, because things can go wrong and it can go wrong fast. And sometimes you just don't have enough time to make it nowhere. So it ain't like, I mean, you can be anywhere. When it's time, it's time. You sometimes you just can't make it nowhere. But I mean, in case, I'm saying, like, if it's, now we know having a heart attack is one thing. If you fall and break a leg or something, you got time to get a person in the car and try to find somewhere to take them, stuff like that. But some things you don't have time to do. But still, you want to know how to get to a place to get you some help if you need it. If you can't do it yourself, then you need some help. So that concludes this video. Um, that's what we had. That's what we got, and we just trying to keep it real with everybody. So it might help somebody, it might not. I don't know, but it is what it is. You got anything?
That's it.
Well, she said as it. I thought you said you don't do all that likes.
Oh, my bad. I'd like for you guys to like, subscribe, and comment and share. It would be much well appreciated. Shalom.
Okay, all that she said. All right. Bye bye.